I am from a very small town in Missouri called literally any of them, doesn't matter. And it's not a great place to be from, right? Like if someone were to move to Missouri, God forbid, you move to Missouri, they just give you Kohl's cash and a gun. That's kind of the vibe. They don't give you bullets, they're not crazy, okay? That's what the Kohl's cash is for. And very conservative place to grow up. 75% of the town in the last election voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, the other 25% did a write-in vote for Jesus Christ. Dear Lord, please win this thing and come back as president. Lord, baby, Jesus! That was an impression of my mom. I love my parents, I really do. My mom, she works in HR, and my dad is a doomsday prepper. Missouri power couple. They met at a Bass Pro. By the waterfall. Romantic if you think about it. Yeah, it's, you know, I'm gonna talk about guns, and I know it's not anyone's favorite topic here. The thing is, half of the households in Missouri have a gun. I looked up the stats on this, half of the house. It's kind of a ubiquitous thing. I don't like them, I don't have a gun. I don't think I'll ever own one, but my dad makes up for me, okay? He's like, maybe one day. Every time I see him, he's trying to give me a gun, okay? It's like, he's that kind of guy that's like, whenever you go into a restaurant, you always want to make sure your back is never facing the door. And I'm like, so what? So that I can do what? I'm not gonna do shit. He's that kind of guy. So every time I see him, he's trying to give me a gun. He's like gun Oprah. He's like, you get a gun, your roommate need a gun, your girlfriend need a gun, look under your seat! It's just tough, it's tough. Okay, I'm gonna be vulnerable with you guys, I'm gonna share a story. I had a weak moment, okay? When I was 21, I moved to Boulder. That's not the weak moment. But you're on the right track. And so my car was completely packed. I'm ready to take off to my next big adventure or whatever. And my dad comes out with a shotgun. And he's like, this is for your protection. And I had to take it. Guys, he had a gun! I could have just taken it and like leave it in the alleyway, you know what I mean? Like, so I took it to Boulder. I think I was the only lesbian in the county of Boulder to ever have a shotgun. I moved in behind Naropa, and I think all the gals were like, yeah, the crystals, the chakras are off, something's going on here. It was me sneaking a shotgun in. I hope I don't get canceled for this. Like, my life was completely different in Boulder as it was in Missouri. Like, I moved to Boulder, and I have a secret shotgun under my bed, and my dildos are above the mantle. You walk in, and I'm just like polishing one. I got this in '09 in Birmingham. It's so ridiculous. Growing up in Missouri, yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. I think you already knew that. Every day going to high school, I drove by. Here's the deal with my high school. My high school was surrounded on 3 sides by cornfields. And then what was on the fourth side? It was a fake abortion cemetery. It had a name. It was called the Cemetery of the Innocents. And it's just an empty field where they lined up thousands of white crosses in a row. And I thought that was totally normal. I was like leaving school like blasting like Madonna or whatever. Like, we're going to Sonic for buy one, get one happy hour. I'm like, oh, rest in peace. No idea, but that was weird. They would leave lots of different stuff. They would leave like flowers and wreaths and baby shoes. On the right side, I always knew where to get a fresh bouquet. What my mom doesn't know won't hurt her. Yeah, my mom and I, we've come a long way since the incident. No kidding. The incident being, I came out to my parents at a Seasons 52 in Dallas, Texas. Excellent service that night, I'll say that. But no, we've come a long way. She stopped trying to set me up with the pastor's son, Jeremy. We're good. But she did recently call me up on the phone and she was like, Lee, why can't you be a Republican lesbian? I started laughing immediately. I fell to the floor. I picked myself up by my bootstraps and sorry, my dock straps. And I was like, Mom, Debbie, if I may, please name 3 Republican lesbians. And she goes, easy. I was like, is it? She goes, 1, Caitlyn Jenner. I was like, this is gonna be a really long conversation. How do I tell my mom that she would gladly run over a group of lesbians with her Cadillac? It doesn't really translate to the Midwest. Then she goes, 2, Ellen DeGeneres. And I was like, okay, she's rich and mean to her employees. You can have one. All right, have one. Then with the utmost certainty, she goes, 3, Queen Latifah.